So here's a little close-up. Here we go. Here's a little close-up. These are looking at them from the bottom. Got some nice tubing, nice decent welds, nice bends, no kinks. Now this is the bracket. Let's see, where's my finger at? There we go. This is the bottom bracket that bolts to the frame. So this is kind of cool. I've seen other rock sliders and they basically just have a flange on these right here with 4 bolts. You can bolt them on or weld them on. This has this whole bracket on here, and I think that's a good idea, and I'll show you why later. It's nice heavy duty. These are the recesses for the screws or the bolts to bolt up through the frame on the bottom of the frame, and also they'll bolt to the frame through these holes here. So pretty well built, I think. It's square tubing. I assume that's 2-inch tubing, and round tubing, and you got the little logo on there, All Pro AP. You got the ends capped. There you go. So this is the top side. Looking down, this would be the rear, so this would be the driver's side. This is by the rear tire. Over there by the front tire. Now they do sell fillers for this too, but I didn't get them. I could get them later. I could make my own, but they do sell filler panels for these. Oh, and they are gusseted. This is the gusset right here. What else is there to show you here? Oh, I like that already. Now there's a couple of holes I see that are in the frame that are lining up with the bolt holes in the bracket, and there's a couple of holes that need to be drilled. So right now I'm just going to line those up, put a couple of bolts in there to get it started, and I can drill them later, right? Alright, so I'm figuring out these bolts here. I think I got extra bolts because there's 4 bolts that go on the bottom here, and these are recessed, as you can see there. So that's easy enough. So it's 4 and 4, 4 for each side, and then there's 4 bolts on this plate, so grade 8, use the grade 8 there. And there's 4 bolts on this one right here, so there's another 4, so we're good there. They do got these bolts. I have no idea what these are for. And it comes with lock washers, but only 8 lock washers. And it also comes with lock nuts, not the nylon lock nuts. These are, I forget what these are called, but these are lock nuts. Much better than the nylon lock nuts. That's good. There you have it. Now I gotta drill some holes, but that'll do it. So what I gotta drill now is I might not do today, I might do tomorrow. Because I'm not going off-roading anytime soon. But I got to drill the holes underneath here, and then yeah, it's fitting pretty good. And then whoops. And then the last holes, let's see if you can see here. Yeah, so there's bolts, those fit right in there. Lined up perfect. There's that bolt I was telling you about that sticks through the mounting bracket. Well, anyway, I gotta drill these out. 3 and the 4 bolts on that front support. So that's it. That's all I need for right now. And I can drive it around. I can drill these holes later, next month, or whenever, you know? Just don't let any fat chick step on it, and I think we'll be all right. Such a do, but I don't want to. So they look pretty good. They stick out just enough. Yeah, I like it. I can dig it. Can you dig it? Like I said, if I want to add the filler plates, I can add the filler plates later. That'll do it. Alright, so here's the underside of the truck, inside of the frame. Here's where my bolts are. You see these right here? These are my brake lines. These are my brake lines, and the brake lines are clipped on there with these little plastic clips. And the little plastic clips go in the holes where my bolts go. So I assume you got to pop those out. And now your brake lines will be flopping around down here. That's no good. I'll have to secure them somehow now. Secure them differently. You don't want them vibrating like that, especially on these steel lines, off-roading. You know, they'll eventually crack. You don't want that. Yeah, same thing over here is my other hole. And my other hole, this one was a bear. This was the last one. This thing was just a pain in the ass. Because I could barely get these things out of the way here to get the bolt started, you know? Alright. Can you see me now? Yeah. Got camera problems. Time to get rid of this camera. But I spent all day, or not all day, but most of the morning drilling out the holes on this thing. There is 4 holes to drill up into the frame, up from underneath, on each side, so that's 8 holes. And then there's 2 holes to drill on the front bracket, front mounting bracket. And then there's 1 more hole on the back mounting bracket that goes sideways. So the sideways ones are easy. It's the ones that going up where you have to apply pressure. And man, it just wore me out. My wrists are sore. I'm sure I'm going to be sore tomorrow. You know, on my back drilling. So I knew it was going to be a problem, so I went out and bought new drill bits, right? And I need a 3/8 drill bit. So first thing I did is I went over to the local Ace Hardware there, and I was going to buy some of these. You know, the Irwin bits, 3/8. These are $9. And I thought about it, and I go, they got a DeWalt set, you know, a complete index, you know, 3/8 down to, I don't know, 1/16 or something, for 20 bucks. I figured I'm going to buy that because I can always use the other drill bits later on for something else. And gee, I was able to drill 2 holes for those with those before they burned out on me. Took me a while too. I started with a smaller size of 5/16, and then I went to the 3/8, and the first one went good, but the second one took a little longer, and the third one I went halfway through, and it's like it wasn't even cutting no more. I'm just sitting there going, oh. And I did use some kind of lubricant. I'm using a Nick stick. It's kind of like a wax base. Sticks to the bit until the bit gets hot, and since you're drilling up, the lubricant just runs down. So it's like, well, oh well. So the people at Ace Hardware were good enough to give me a refund on those DeWalt bits in exchange for 2 2 Irwin 3/8 bits on top of the 3/8 bits I have in my collection here over the years. You know, it was a bear. It was a bear. So anyway, it was a bear. I mean, if you get these, you might have, I don't know, hope you have better luck than I did drilling out the frame. It was a workout. I mean, drilling down is easy, drilling sideways is easy, but drilling up, you're like, I'm like this, you know. So they look pretty good, you know. They are, they stick out just enough. Do I plan on sliding over rocks now? No, these are just in case. I mean, this truck isn't a rock crawler. This is my daily driver. But if I ever am in a situation, you know, hopefully this will save me from some body damage. But I like that, because also makes it easy for me to access my rack on the top. Good place to stand to load stuff in and out. So let me show you the bolts underneath. Ow! Alright, there's them bolts I was telling you on this bracket. This will actually take 4 bolts, but I can't get my drill in there now. And I didn't want to take them back off, so I think that's plenty right there. These are the ones this is boxed. In other words, there's a plate on the back side here, so you can't put a bolt in there. I'm sure there's a way, but anyways, 5/16 drill bit, and these drive right in with the impact wrench. Done. Okay, then you got the 3/8. Now these use the factory holes that were in the frame all the way down, grade 8 bolts. But these underneath right here, see, these are let's see, flush. See how that's flush? There's no bolt head sticking out here, so that's kind of a neat idea, because if you do slide over rocks, it'll slide right over. These are the ones you got to drill, and the frame is actually 2 pieces of steel. If you look up here, it's 2 pieces of see, what is it, 1/8 inch steel? It's probably metric, so I'm just guessing. But yeah, so you're gonna have to drill through 2 pieces, and here's a problem, because I had a problem. Hopefully you have better luck drilling these things out.